Every city has its own story. Some are told around campfires, others are whispered in the shadows of the night. But some legends didn't stay in the past. They live on, echoing through back alleys, forests, and deserted roads. Today, you'll discover the 5 scariest urban legends that still haunt cities around the world. If you think you've heard strange stories before, get ready. Some of these are still happening. Our first stop is Brazil, on its loneliest country roads. Drivers traveling down these deserted stretches swear they've seen her. A woman in a wedding dress, standing by the roadside, crying. When a kind soul stops to help, she vanishes into thin air. According to the legend, she died tragically in a car crash on the way to her own wedding. Ever since, her heartbroken spirit has wandered these roads, eternally searching for the groom who never arrived. The legend of the bride of the road is more than just a ghost story. It's a chilling part of the local folklore. Many believe she is the spirit of a real woman whose life was cut short, forever bound to the place of her demise. It's a tale that has been passed down through generations, each retelling adding a new layer of fear. The story taps into our deepest anxieties about love, loss, and the unknown that lurks on a dark, empty highway. Recent reports add a terrifying modern twist. Drivers describe their cars stopping on their own, radios turning on out of nowhere and blasting static, and an icy chill filling the air. Some have even reported the chilling sensation of someone sitting in the back seat, the weight pressing down on the cushion, a faint scent of old perfume lingering long after the feeling is gone. Imagine you're driving alone, miles from the nearest town, and your headlights catch the glint of a white dress. Would you stop? From the deserted roads, we move to the shadowy streets of South America, where a figure has terrified children for decades. But some say he's more than just a story told to make kids behave. The Sack Man, or Omen do Saco, may have originated from real, unsolved cases of child disappearances, a grim reality that gave birth to a monstrous myth. Dressed in old, tattered clothes and carrying a huge sack on his back, he roams empty streets at night, his face hidden in the darkness. He is the bogeyman, the ultimate threat, whispered my parents. If you don't come home before dark, the Sack Man will get you. The legend describes him as a lonely, twisted figure who preys on naughty children, stuffing them into his sack to never be seen again. This story became a powerful tool for discipline, but its roots may lie in something far more sinister than a simple fairy tale. Some historians believe the Sack Man legend is connected to real-life criminals, or even folktales about organ traffickers who prowled poor neighborhoods. The sack wasn't for collecting toys. It was for carrying away his victims. The fear he inspires is primal, the fear of being taken, of disappearing without a trace. Locals in small, remote towns claim to hear his dragging footsteps on the cobblestones late at night. and the sickening sound of something heavy being pulled across the ground. Some swear they've seen a hunched shadow lurking in dark alleys, a large, bulging sack slung over its shoulder. And the strangest part. In some of these isolated communities, the reports of strange noises and fleeting glimpses of this dark figure continue even today. Now, let's bring the fear a little closer to home. Into your own bathroom, to be exact. They say if you go into a dark bathroom, light a candle, and repeat the name Bloody Mary 3 times in front of a mirror, something terrible will happen. This legend was born in American schools as a game of courage and quickly spread worldwide, becoming one of the most famous and terrifying rituals known to teenagers. What started as a harmless dare has evolved into a collection of chilling reports from those brave, or foolish, enough to try it. People have described mirrors inexplicably shattering, ghostly figures appearing behind their own reflection, and lights flickering on their own, plunging them into absolute darkness. The origins of Mary are murky. Some believe she was a woman who was betrayed and murdered, her spirit now trapped within the mirror world, full of rage. Others say she was a witch, executed centuries ago, who now seeks revenge on the living. Whatever her story, she answers every call, her appearance said to bring madness or death to those who summon her. This legend plays on our fear of reflections, the idea that a mirror is more than just glass. It's a gateway to another world, a world where our dark twins might just be waiting. The simple act of chanting a name becomes a powerful incantation, a personal invitation for the supernatural to cross over into our reality. So the next time you glance in the mirror in a dimly lit room, be careful what you say. From a mirror to the riverbanks of Mexico, we find a wailing spirit whose cries have echoed for generations. A woman dressed in a flowing white gown, eternally crying near rivers and lakes. She mourns for the children she is said to have drowned with her own hands in a fit of despair or rage. The tragic story of La Llorona, the weeping woman, has been passed down for centuries in Mexico and has spread like a chilling whisper across all of Latin America. The most common version of the tale tells of a beautiful woman named Maria who drowned her children to be with a man who then rejected her. Realizing the horror of her actions, she drowned herself, but her spirit was denied entry into the afterlife. She is now cursed to wander the earth, forever searching for her lost children. Her mournful cry, "Ay, mis hijos, oh, my children," is said to be a death omen. Locals claim to hear her gut-wrenching wails piercing the night, especially on dark, rainy evenings. Those who have claimed to see her say her face is pale and gaunt, her eyes hollow pits of endless sorrow, and they warn that if you hear her cries up close, it means she is far away. But if her wails sound distant, she is right behind you. They say if you look at her for too long, she mistakes you for one of her own and follows you, intent on dragging you to a watery grave. Unlike the other legends steeped in centuries of folklore, our final entity was born in the modern age. On the internet, Slender Man began as a simple, manipulated image on a forum in 2009, but quickly escaped its digital cage to become a global phenomenon. He is depicted as a tall, unnaturally thin man with no face, wearing a black suit and sometimes possessing long tentacle-like arms. They say he appears in forests or near lost children. A silent, stalking predator. He is a modern-day bogeyman, born from our collective digital consciousness. The most terrifying part is that even though his origin is known to be fictional, many people claim to have seen him or at least felt his unnerving presence. Hikers report a sudden, overwhelming sense of dread when alone in the woods, a feeling of being watched by unseen eyes. The story of Slender Man shows how powerful a meme can be, blurring the lines between fiction and reality. One single image, one creepy story was enough to create real palpable fear across the globe, leading to real-life panic and even tragic events inspired by the myth. He proves that a legend doesn't need centuries of oral tradition to haunt us. Sometimes, all it takes is a single click. These stories were born in different times and places, but they all share something in common. They're still alive, whether on deserted highways, in dark alleys, or in the mirrors of your own home. Urban legends feed on our deepest, most primal fears. They remind us that the world is still full of mysteries, and that sometimes the scariest monsters are the ones we create ourselves, lurking just at the edge of our vision, in the corner of our minds. Now I'll ask you, would you dare to test any of these legends? Let me know in the comments which one scared you the most. And if you love this kind of mystery, don't forget to like the video, hit that notification bell, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss a single story. Thanks for watching.